Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome back to the Matthew and Carlene channel. I just got back home from work. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today, we're going over a question I'm pretty sure a lot of women from overseas have, whether it be the Philippines, Thailand, Brazil, Colombia, you name it. Has local Western dating really become that bad as a direct result of the feminist movement? But before we get into that, by all means, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode. Now, I think the best way to tackle this subject is to invite another subject in that's been also getting a lot of attention lately. The subject called leftover women. In case you guys didn't know, leftover women are women who say they want to get married, but in reality, they're just not wife material. They really are not. Now, I understand every country's case of leftover women is different. I completely understand that. However, in the West, as a direct result of the feminist movement, our cases of leftover women are a bit more broad and, dare I say, a bit more severe. Very severe. A few examples for you. Number one, the couch potato, also known as the body positivity girl. Primary public example for all of you on this is Lizzo, the famous pop star. Don't ask, just don't ask. I stopped asking a long time ago. I really did. These are women who, as a direct result of the feminist movement, have been utilizing men as a cultural-based scapegoat to the extent where they have completely deprived themselves of the necessary amount of mental growth and responsibility to physically take care of themselves. This has resulted in a grotesque amount of morbid obesity that makes it difficult for men to look at them, let alone kiss. And since they refuse to listen to their doctors about really anything, because they dissected a frog back in high school, which I guess means something in the field of advanced medicine, I guess, they're not going to live for very long. Quite frankly, it's a waste of time for men to go around pretending that they will. It honestly God is. Number two, I'm sure a lot of the men who are watching this channel have saw this one coming. The infamous gold diggers. Primary public example for this is Kathleen Kennedy. These are women who are constantly saying to the high heavens that they are strong and independent women who don't need men. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That guys me up all time early. I'm sorry, this is gonna be all time, everyone does. But in all due reality and seriousness, their entire lifestyle is literally built upon freeloading off of men's hard-earned resources and inventions. I don't know where they're getting this idea from that they don't need men, when they have literally made it perfectly clear to the entire planet multiple times on multiple different media channels they would have literally died if it weren't for men's resources and inventions, because they are mentally incapable of living without it. They really are. Probably one of the many reasons why they get so infuriated at the idea of passport bros. Probably is. But yeah, sure. Men are not doing enough. Really. Yeah, sure. Number three, the infamous Karens. That's right, guys, the Karens. Primary public example of this is Amber Heard. These are women who have been utilizing men as a cultural-based scapegoat to the extent where they have completely deprived themselves of the necessary amount of mental growth and responsibility and maturity to obey the law. Because in their heads, the law, as well as reality and history for that matter, changes based on their feelings at the time. I pretty much think that the fact that Amber Heard literally pooped in someone's bed, clear, cut, and dry example of that. Cut and dry. Now, quite frankly, I don't really care what it is you have in your pants. I really don't. If you have been utilizing anybody as a scapegoat to that extent, you should not be allowed near children. You really shouldn't be. Because you have openly revealed you will have zero to no intentions on obeying what the law says about the age for legal consent. You literally have. But yeah, sure. Men are the dominating sexual predators. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Number 4. The famous attention seekers. These are women who have developed a dangerous level of addiction for attention, but since men are no longer paying attention to them, they're not approaching them, due to the fact that they either hit the wall or purely unacceptable behavior, you name it, they've been reduced to seeking that attention through other means, like say going to the gym or multiple other facilities and provocative outfits, constantly shaming men on TikTok videos that they are clearly seeking attention from. The list goes on and on. It literally does. Number 5, the lonely divorcers. These are women who, as a direct result of feminism, have either divorced a good man, broken up with a good man, friend-zoned a good man because feminism told them they can do better, like get the 1% of the male population that makes six figures. Whatever. Only to realize at a time when it's officially too late, damage has already been done, the good men who have moved on, they have, because they are good men, they have that luxury. Oh boy. That feminism has actively lied to them. And their only options now are to get a cat, die alone, find a miracle act of God to convince the bad men that are still talking to them to turn into a good man and marry them despite all their flaws. Really doubt that. I really doubt it. Or convince a wealthy man of the 1% of the male population to accept them as their concubine. Not because they actually like this, but because these are the only options they have to work with. Because like I said, the good men are gone. They're gone. They lost their chance. Poof, zip, para, nuggets. And finally, number 6. The true victims, female victims, mind you, of feminism. Oh boy, my heart goes out for these ladies all the time. It really does. But these are women who may be a minority, but they fully acknowledge that feminism has gone too far. It really has. The primary reason is because they say that feminism has ruined it for the women who do want genuine relationships with men. Mostly because feminism has created way too many risks for them to convince men to overlook that are just completely non-existent on the international dating market, because you have immigration laws added on top of your marriage laws that no family court judge has the legal authority to overturn. I'll be honest with you, under normal circumstances, this is rapidly becoming a norm. It takes these local Western women that do want to have real relationships with men, the equivalent of 5 years of being in a committed relationship with that man in order to convince them to put the ring on their finger. Literally 5 years. This is rapidly becoming the norm. So, I hate to break it to all of you Western women that do want real relationships. I really do. My heart goes out for you. Once again, my heart does. But if you're over the age of 30, like if you're in your mid-30s and you haven't broken the friend zone barrier yet with that good man, 9 times out of 10, it's most likely not going to happen. It just isn't. And now, before any feminists make any comments saying that, hey, Matthew's just talking about celebrities, don't pay him any attention. Ugh, so predictable, honestly. Answer yourself this question, all of you. How many times off the top of your head have any of you seen a local Western woman put their foot down and tell their fellow women, hey, this man has been nothing but good to me. He's always been there for me. He is family. I will defend him even from my fellow women. If the answer is in the low minorities or even in the single digits, I rest my case. I really do. Now, I would like to finish this off by saying I don't have anything against Western women. I want to remind you all that. I'm just not willing to support what the current feminist movement is actually promoting. I'm not. Oh, boy. Have a nice day, everybody.